What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and we're going to be reviewing the Insta360 GO3, my newest action camera. We're going to take it out for a spin and, kind of get some cool shots with it, and then we'll tell you my thoughts on it when I get back from doing my errands. Now we are shooting on my Insta360 GO3. I am actually using the nice little mount that you get with the GO3. It's a nice little adhesive mount that you can simply just attach to any smooth surface and just sit there and record. Right now I'm shooting in 2.7K and 16:9, but I can change that in the studio app if I wanted to go 16 or 9:16, if I wanted to upload it to some sort of social media. But right now I'm shooting at 2.7K at 30 frames, and I have the bit rate at high. Otherwise, I've had this camera for about a month or so. It's an amazing little camera. Now, I don't really consider it an action camera because to me, an action camera would be categorized as like the GoPros and the Insta360 X3, the One RS, and the Osmo Mobile 4. That's what I would consider more of an action camera. This is more of a versatile kind of Swiss knife camera. I can shoot video directly with the camera in what is known as the action pod, which serves as pretty much the brains of the camera. It allows you to do all the settings and all that directly from the action pod, as well as it serves as a kind of a battery bank for the action camera. So when the battery is dying or almost dying on the camera itself, you can actually just simply plug it into the action pod and it charges, and you can still record while it's charging up. So that's actually kind of a cool thing. Can't really do that with the action, with the Osmo Action or with the GoPro. So again, like I said, I don't really consider this an action camera. I consider it more of a kind of a jackknife of cameras. So what drew me to it was the fact that you could do all these really cool impossible shots that I've seen in a lot of these videos that have been going around on YouTube with this, and it can still be used as a regular camera. And in fact, that it's just a small form factor. It's not as big as your GoPro, your Osmo, in terms of just sheer size, because again, you don't have to use the entire camera. You can just simply just use the little camera itself, and you can put the action pod in your pocket and then just record directly with that, which is what makes it kind of cool. I do apologize, I am driving, but otherwise, yeah. So I love to get this little like facial recognition, that if you move your face side to side, it actually keeps a lock on your face, which is kind of cool. I've never really seen that before, not even when I had my X3 or my GoPro. So I have another accessory that I'll be using with this also as well. It's the nice little kind of neck mount, which also does come with the GO3 as well. Most of the accessories that you'll be wanting to use with this pretty much come with the GO3. About the only other accessory that I would recommend other than let's say call it the monkey tail, would be the quick release mount, because that basically just allows you to quick release mount it to pretty much any other GoPro style of mount, and you can use different various GoPro mounts for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to test out hyperlapse, because I do love that feature. I started using that when I had my GoPro, and then the One RS came out and started using it on that. So we're actually going to try it out on that, and then we're just going to kind of do some shopping, because I'm at the store to pick up some stuff, and we're just going to kind of do some really cool kind of hyperlapses, just to kind of try out and see how well it works. Like I said, I've used it before, and it's really a cool feature. I really do love it. I never really could understand exactly what time-lapse was, because at the time I didn't really know how to use it, and wanted to know how people were kind of speeding up their footage and all that, till I found out what hyperlapse was. So we're actually going to swap from that and put it on my neck mount, and we're going to go into the store and we're just going to do some shopping. Now that is what is known as time shift. Basically, it's just time lapse, but instead of being static as where you are just standing in one spot and letting the camera just pretty much take care of all of the video and everything moving, you're actually moving and it's capturing it at a faster pace, which is really cool because I've never really done it with my camera before. I know you can do it with a camera. I just never really figured out how to do it in terms of post. But with the Go 3 and with pretty much all the Insta360s, it's a feature that's really cool. But what I love about it on the Go 3 is, again, I can simply just mount it to my chest mount and I can just sit there and just walk around as you saw, and that's pretty much it. So we're gonna go back home. I'll give you my final thoughts and reviews, or should I just say my final thoughts on the Go 3 and who is this camera really designed for, and should you get it, or should you get the X3 or the One RS? Alright, now that we're back home, I hope you guys enjoyed some of those short little videos. The last one, the time-lapse, really wasn't planning on doing that, but I thought it would be just kind of nice to do. So, these are my final thoughts on the Go 3. Now, who's this camera really for? Now, that depends on the person and what they're trying to do with an action camera. And I hate really using action camera because it's not really what I would consider this as an action camera. I would consider this more of like a really cool, kind of a versatile camera in a sense. Now, even though it is an Insta360 camera, it is not a 360-degree camera. It's just a simple little portable camera that you can take with you, and if you want to use it separate from the action pod itself, you can simply just take this, mount this to your chest with the simple neck mount or any magnetic surface that you want to use to get those really kind of cool either perspective views or use it as in a B-roll for one of your videos. Otherwise, that's who I'd really would recommend this for. If you want a 360 camera, really would recommend getting the X3 or the One RS. Now, there are again 3 different sizes of this camera. There's a 32, a 64, and a 128. I really would recommend getting either the 64 or the 128, as if you're planning on even shooting at 1080 on a 32, you could run out of space really fast, as there is no way of actually adding external storage to this. So the 64 or the 128 would probably be your best bet, because even if you want to shoot at 2.7K or even at 2K, it gives you more than enough time to pretty much do what you want to do with the footage. Now, when it comes to accessories, what comes with the X3 is perfectly fine. Like I said, this mount comes with it, and the mount itself can actually be separated from the base, and on the bottom of it is a 3.5mm plug-in that you can simply just attach to pretty much any other tripod or any handheld tripod if you want to do that. Otherwise, I would recommend getting like the quick release, so you could use it on any type of GoPro accessory, because it does have the little thumbnail that you can use to screw in. Otherwise, that's really the only accessory I would really recommend getting other than this. Now, I have seen people use what is known as the monkey tail, which is kind of like a really cool kind of creative little I guess you could say it's like a tripod in a sense, but allows you to kind of turn, you know what I mean, I can't think of the stupid word. It does allow you to kind of bend it and kind of put it in different positions or different spots, and again get all sorts of different kinds of cool, unique perspectives. And I have a link down below for these and the bottom below in the description if you want to take a look at them. Otherwise, just it alone with just the accessories that come with it is more than enough. Like I said, it does come with a flip out screen, which again you can simply just attach to a tripod, whether it's a single camera tripod, or you can use it on a selfie stick, the Insta360 selfie sticks, or use it on a handheld tripod, and you simply just take your videos. Now, if you want the active stabilization flow, then you would definitely shoot it in what is known as freeform, as that allows you to use the stabilization for the camera. And you can also switch it in different types of aspect ratios, whether it be 16:9, 9:16, 1:1, or 4:3. That way you can just simply quickly upload it to social media platforms and you're good to go. Otherwise, audio quality in this is not bad, as you could see from me doing the video earlier. This is not a bad, it does do pretty good audio with it. Now, in terms of pricing, the 32 I believe is $380. The 64 is 400 and the 120 I believe is 430. Now, like I said before, it depends on what you're trying to go for in terms of how you're trying to save money. Again, if you can afford the $400 64, I would start with that and not look at the 32, because 64 is going to give you better options in terms of storage and all of that. Now, when it comes to versatility and action, like I said, I don't really consider this much of an action camera because it's not what I would consider like the X3 or the One RS or the Osmo Mobile 4 or even the GoPros in that sense. Now, it can do those, but I don't really consider it an action camera. I consider this more of its unique own style of camera, just for the fact that you can simply take the camera apart from the action pod, put it on anything metal, and get a unique perspective in terms of point of view with that camera, whereas you can't do that with the X3, the One RS, or the DJI or the GoPro. So in that perspective, it does give you a lot of choices that you couldn't do with any other action camera. And again, like I said, the fact that you can just simply mount it onto your chest with this included little neck mount and simply wear it is really cool. The fact that you can do it hands-free, you'd be surprised what you didn't think you could do before that you can do with this type of a camera. Now, when it comes to editing apps or editing the videos on this, it's definitely easier with the app, unless you're doing some 360 videos or something like that, and using like the X3 or something like that. Then you could use it on the Insta360 Studio. Otherwise, the app is really all you need for this. And I use my I was gonna say GoPro. I use my iPad Pro to pretty much do all my video editing on it with this, because it's a bigger screen, so it's easier for me just to see what it is. But again, you can also use this on your iPhone. Simply just download the app and it works perfectly fine. The app integration with this versus your phone is what I switched from GoPro to the Insta360 for that reason, because it just works well with the app, as opposed to when I have issues with the GoPro. Sometimes it would drop connection, sometimes it wouldn't, and it really just depended on, you know, what I was going to get out of the GoPro, hoping that if I'm transferring videos, it doesn't just drop connection and then me having to redo it all over again. Never had that issue with the Insta360. It's an amazing device, and no, I'm not sponsored by Insta360. Wouldn't mind being sponsored by them, as I do love their products, but I do love the GO3, and I definitely recommend this to anyone who's looking to buy something that's small, compact, and it's easy to use. And again, I have a list down below for all the accessories that I just talked about, as well as if you want to take a look at my Insta360 playlist. Otherwise, that's all that I got for you guys today. I want to thank everybody for watching, and if you're new to my channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button, hitting that bell notification. That way you don't miss content when I drop it. And I want to thank everybody for watching, and enjoy your October. Stay safe.